Inside these walls, there are what Syria considers some of the most dangerous foreign fighters that ISIS recruited. Yazidis were taken as sex slaves, homosexuals were executed.
There's no such thing as extreme application of Sharia. There's Sharia law and then there's no Sharia law.
The two ISIS family detention camps are desperate places.
You have to fight for your life, to stay alive.
It's not even every day anymore, it's every hour. Are we going to make it through the next hour?
And we're told not to tell them the Assad regime has fallen.
I can promise you, you can believe me or not, most of us are absolute no threat.
Panorama Prison is one of dozens teeming with men that no country wants. They're accused of being Islamic State fighters, and they've been locked up here for more than 6 years in northeast Syria, where diseases like tuberculosis are rampant and we're told to wear masks. This prison is ordinarily off limits. It's very rare to get access, not just for journalists, but also human rights organisations, aid groups, even lawyers. Inside these walls, these cells, there are what Syria considers some of the most dangerous foreign fighters that ISIS recruited. They're still seen as a potent threat to the West, but also now a dangerous obstacle to peace in the new Syria. Hi there. Hi, my name's Alex Crawford. I'm a British journalist from Sky News UK.
Okay, hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? And who are you?
How am I? I'm Hamza Parvez. I'm from Britain, from London. I'm 31 years old now.
Hamza, you seem very jolly for someone who's been in prison for a while.
I can't be crying, can I? Especially from the camera. Prison is not an easy place. But, you know, you guys came to us today as guests. You guys are our guests. I've got to put a smile on for you guys, right? Yeah, it's for you, it smiles for you.
Tell me why you joined the Islamic State and what are you thinking about it now?
I travelled to Syria really actually because of the Islamic ideology I had. I wanted to come to jihad. I actually wanted to. I'm not going to lie to you.
Did you take part in fighting?
In Syria?
Anywhere?
Well, you know, behind bars, I can't really take the smile and you'll understand.
Tell me what you think about the Islamic State now, because as far as Britain is concerned, British authorities, you joined up a prescribed terror organisation, and as far as they're concerned, you may well have taken part in terrorist atrocities.
No. So they call us terrorists. They call ISIS a terrorist organisation. Definitely did stuff. Definitely to terrorise the world. So that's right. Me now, you're asking me now, 2025. I believe that there was a lot of mistakes made. I believe a lot of different political situations and political directions that were taken should have been done very, very, very differently to actually bring the picture, the correct picture of Islam to the world. We had that one chance, and we didn't do exactly as it should be done.
Do you think that answered my question? I was saying that the British government still considers you a terror threat because you joined up a prescribed terrorist organisation.
Well,
are you a threat?
I can promise you, you can believe me or not, I can promise you that most of us are absolute no threat to anyone outside. I mean, we've had a lot of time. We've been now 6 years in prison. We've had a lot of time to sit and think and replan for ourselves. Most of the guys with me are married. Most of them have children. We've had a lot of time to sit back and think, really, what was it that we done?
He was the first Briton to publicly admit joining IS and got the nickname Hamza the Hungry after posting about missing fast food. In the prison, many seem to rue the collapse of the caliphate that carried out a string of atrocities and is blamed for the genocide of the Yazidi people. The prisoners are sealed off from the outside, and we're told not to tell them the Assad regime has fallen. This is what Sweden's Khaled Shahadi had to say.
What are your views towards ISIS now?
I don't really know what to say, but I don't even know if ISIS still exists or not right now.
Do you want them to exist?
I don't know either.
What's your view about the group? Would you like to still see an ISIS-style caliphate?
I like to say caliphate there, but I don't know what ISIS-style caliphate is.
Well, the one that we saw between 2014 and 2019 was an ISIS caliphate, where Yazidis were taken as sex slaves, homosexuals were executed, extreme application of Sharia law.
There's no such thing as extreme application of Sharia. There's Sharia law and then there's no Sharia law. As Muslims, we should follow the Sharia law.
You still believe in the ISIS ideology?
I don't know what the ISIS ideology is.
Well, you knew enough for you to join up with them.
It's the only thing that was here when we were here.
There are lots of Muslim countries who apply Sharia law.
It depends what you believe Sharia law is.
What do you believe it is?
These countries that they claim that they have Sharia law, I don't believe it's Sharia law.
The Kurdish armed group, which has locked them up, believes the prisoners could be used by ISIS to make a comeback. The mainly Kurdish SDF, who are backed by the Americans, control this part of Syria, and they warned for some time that the Islamic State extremists are regrouping. Troops showed us last year how IS cells are operating again in several areas. Since December, the IS attacks have more than doubled, the soldiers tell us. And now they're fearful the extremists will break open the ISIS prisons to form a new extremist army. CCTV we've obtained shows it might already be happening. The images are ISIS wives and relatives escaping from the detention camps where they've been held for years. In one, you can see a woman clambering over the perimeter wall and then jumping down. She then coaxes her small child to join her. There are tens of thousands of ISIS family members in the camp behind, just like these escapees, who the authorities now fear will be easy prey for a resurgent terror group. There are pictures too of children throwing homemade Molotov cocktails in what camp managers believe is a rehearsal for an attack. The two ISIS family detention camps are desperate places, full of violence and festering social problems, and packed with children, many born here. This small protest would have been unheard of a few months ago.
This camp is actually a prison. It's not like how the people they think. We don't have no choice, no rights. We're just living here more than six years. Somebody is 8 years.
There are more than 50 nationalities held here, including Britain's. But this mother of 5 from Germany says she's shunned ISIS and is now paying for it.
And it's every day to fight for your life. You have to fight for your life, to stay alive. It's every day the same.
The camps are also feeling the strain of uncertainty over the US foreign aid cuts, which the detainees depend on.
Every day, it's not even every day anymore, it's every hour. Are we going to make it through the next hour? What's going to happen? You know, and then you're hearing that the new government wants to take the camps.
Syria is in a state of transition and upheaval right now, with real questions over what happens to those accused of ISIS crimes. Londoner Hamza Parvez is one of them, and he wants to come home.
If we were to get the rights of a dog in RSPCA, the dog compound in Vauxhall, you must know it, we would be very, very happy. We'd be over the moon. We'd be over the moon. I mean, 6 years, Alex, I cannot explain to you. I cannot explain to you what's been happening, you know?
It looks like that's the end of our interview. We were given a certain amount of time and it looks like it's finished. The conditions seem very basic. Everyone we've spoken to has said that they have no rights at all. And the problem is there's a big question mark on what happens to them now, especially with the whole of the country in such a state of flux.